Hey guys, today we're going to be making the following chord progression. First thing we need to do is choose a key. If you're not too comfortable with different keys, you can always make the progression in C and then transpose up or down afterwards. Obviously, you can use features like snap to scale or ghost scale to help you, but I really recommend learning the different scales and learning an instrument to get a fuller understanding of how this all works. But if we work in C for now, it's more simple than other scales because it's just all of the white notes on the piano. If we take the notes of the scale starting on C and number them 1 to 8, we're going to take the first, fourth, fifth, and sixth notes as our bass notes and rearrange them into the order 4, 1, 6, 5. This will give us F, C, A, and then G. To make the actual chords, we can duplicate this bass line an octave higher, and then add the fifth, and then fill in the third using the notes from our scale. Sorry if this is a bit quick, I can maybe cover this part in a future video. This gives us the chords F, C, A minor, G. So now we have our chords, but they still don't sound particularly great. The first reason for this is the voicing. This is a bigger topic, but essentially the chords don't flow one to another because there's too big a leap in between them. If you imagine playing these on the piano, you'd have to jump your whole hand to reach the next chord. So we're going to adjust the order of the notes to get rid of these leaps. Make sure to keep the root notes in the bass the same. We don't want to mess with these. These chords are still somewhat basic, and there are loads of tricks we can do to make them more interesting. For now, we're just going to do one thing, and that's to add a pedal note. So a pedal note is a note that is constant throughout all of our chords. The easiest one to make is what's called a tonic pedal note. Tonic just means the first note of the scale, so in this case C. So if we add a C to all of these chords, it'll sound like this. Most of these chords already have a C in them, so this works no problem. Our G chord doesn't, so we get a dissonance which creates tension and suspense. To make it a bit more slick, rather than have the pedal note added in here, I'm going to adjust the existing chords to include the pedal note. This means changing the B in our G chord to our C, which actually creates a G sus4 chord. From here, we can transpose this progression into different keys depending on what our project is. An easy way to do this is to look at our tonic pedal note, because this will tell us which major key we're in. So if we wanted to move up to D flat, we could select all and move everything up so that the pedal note becomes a D flat. This is a quick hack, I suppose, if you're not comfortable with working out all of the chords yet. One extra trick I like to do when using a pedal note is to duplicate the 4-bar progression into 8 bars. Then on the final chord, drop the pedal note to the original note from chord 5. This resolves some of the tension we created in the sus chord in the first 4 bars. This is the first video like this that I've made. If you found it useful, please leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next tutorial.